video on fish. Our specific fish species is the Pacific regal blue tang,
also known as Dory
from Finding Nemo.
Fishes are aquatic vertebrates. Most fishes have paired fins, scales, and gills.
Fins are used for movement, scales for protection, and gills for exchanging gases. Hey, so we are walking through Rainforest Cafe, and we are videotaping our fish video. See, there's fish over there, back there, yeah. And then there's fish over here. And we are trying to find people that can videotape us. Fish have 7 essential functions.
Their circulatory system contains 4 parts and 1 closed loop.
They respirate through their gills,
and their response is aggression with other marine life.
They reproduce with eggs, which can be fertilized internally or externally.
And they're all types of fish, herbivores, omnivores, and carnivores. And they're marine-based with seaweed and algae.
They need 3+ servings per week with several small servings regularly to strengthen their immune system and reduce aggression.
And they excrete with ammonia and kidneys and gills.
They move with their fins and muscles in their body. Blood goes from the heart to the gills and from the gills to the rest of the body and then back to the heart. The 4 parts of the heart consist of the sinus, venosus, atrium, ventricle, and bulbous arteriosus.
Gills pull oxygen-rich water in through their mouths and pump it over their gill filaments, and then they push oxygen-poor water out through the opening sides of their pharynx. The gills are made of feathery, thread-like structures called filaments. Each filament contains a network of fine capillaries that provide a large surface area for the exchange of oxygen and carbon dioxide.
Fishes have well-developed nervous systems organized around the brain. It starts from the spinal cord to the medulla oblongata, to the cerebellum, to the optic lobe, to the cerebrum, and the olfactory bulb. Most fish have highly developed sense of organs. Almost all fish that are active in daylight have well-developed eyes and color vision that is at least as good as ours. Many fish have specialized cells called chemoreceptors that are responsible for their extraordinary senses of taste and smell. Fish's lateral line system is sensitive receptors that help detect gentle currents and vibrations in the water. In fish digestion, food moves from the mouth to the esophagus to finger-like pouches called pyloric ceca. The pyloric ceca secretes digestive enzymes and absorbs nutrients from the digestive food. The liver and pancreas adds enzymes and other digestive chemicals to food as it moves through the digestive tract. Any undigested material is eliminated through the anus.
Kidneys also help fish control the amount of water in their bodies. Some fishes are even able to move from freshwater to saltwater by adjusting their kidney functions. Paired fins give fishes more control of body movement. In addition, tail fins and powerful muscles give fishes greater thrust when swimming.
Fins not supported by bones are supported by cartilage, a strong tissue that supports the body and is softer and more flexible than bone. Bony fish had skeletons made of true bone and fleshy fins. Most fish have a single gill opening on each side of the body in which water is pumped out. This opening is hidden beneath a protective bony cover called the operculum. And its scientific name is Parencaptus hepatus, and its taxonomical classification goes: phylum,
Chordata,
class,
Achnopterygale,
order,
Pisciformes,
family,
Achnopteridae,
and genus,
Thurus,
Yeah. And order.
Hapilus. One reason for the enormous diversity among living fishes is that these chordates belong to very different classes. Thus, many fishes, sharks, lampreys, and perch, for example, are no more similar to one another than humans are to frogs.
Evolutionary history.
Fish were the first vertebrates.
The earliest were jawless with armored body plates.
They adapted to jaws to hold, teeth, and muscles to eat plants and animals.
One of 75 Acanthuridae and shares traits with lots of surgeonfish.
They can be yellow, yellow-blue, blue, and blue regal blue. Their ecological importance. Their habitats can be Fiji, Indonesia, Maldives, the Solomon Islands, and they're reef compatible to hide in the rocks. And they can be first or second trophic global consumers.
During the course of their evolution, fishes underwent several important changes. The evolution of jaws and the evolution of paired fins were important to developments during the rise of fishes.
The evolution of jaws paralleled pectoral and pelvic fins. Some of these fishes were jawless species that had very little armor. These fishes were the ancestors of modern hagfishes and lampreys. Others were armored and ultimately became extinct at the end of the Devonian period about 360 million years ago.
Ancient fish had powerful jaws, an extremely useful adaptation. These jaws held teeth and muscles, making it possible for vertebrates to nibble on plants and munch on other animals. Behaviors.
So, the blue regal tangfish mate at about 9 to 12 months of age, and they do external fertilization. In the afternoon and evening times, they spawn. And then the blue fish become darker. And then they have pelagical eggs that hatch larvae within 24 hours.
Pacific regal blue tang live in social groups of 10 to 12 fish. Males are aggressive and court females for quick spawning. For Pacific regal blue tang specifically, their symbiotic relationships can be mutualism, where they eat the overgrowth algae on sponges, which benefits both the fish and the sponges. Or they could be parasitism, because Pacific regal blue tang are victims of skin parasites in the sea, which can cause lateral line disease and fin erosion. We would like to thank the wonderful Rainforest Cafe for letting us film here.
Is that good?
Yeah.
Their scientific name is Paracanthus hapilus.
Yeah,
Say that.
Paracanthus habitus.
And their taxonomical.
Excuse me, sweetie. For evolutionary history.
They were the first vertebrates. No, I'm gonna start that again.
Evolutionary history.
They were the first vertebrates.
Fish were also the earliest. Oh wait. Let's start it. Oh, it's a video. Okay, bye.
Oh, Fiji, Indonesia.
We're waiting for the song to end because it's really distracting. Oh, my head, man. Okay, let's go.